In the Viking game Daldøs, players represent two factions trying to take control of a Viking dragon ship. Players are trying to eliminate the opponent's pieces by capturing them as they chase each other on the deck of the ship. The pieces begin lined up in the outer rows of holes, one set of pieces for each faction. All the pieces need to be placed such that they are facing sideways in their places, rather than aligned with the rows of peg holes. The center row is left empty. Two four-sided dice are used to play the game. Traditionally, barrel dice were used by the Norse, but any four-sided die will do. The original dice had one side showing an A or an X. This side was called the Dal, or Dala. Our modern dice show a single pip on the Dal side. The other three sides bear markings for 2, 3, and 4. A piece cannot be moved until it is activated. Activation happens like this. A player rolls the two dice. The Dal, the 1, is rolled. The player may activate the piece. This is done by rotating the piece 90 degrees in its peg hole, then moving it one space forward along the path. Once a piece is activated, it can be moved forward the number of spaces indicated by the dice. The die results can be treated as two separate results and applied to move two active pieces. When only one piece is moved, it's treated as two moves, one after the other. Pieces will move to the stern of the ship, then to the center row of holes where they will proceed to the bow, and then enter the opponent's starting row. This loop through the center row and the opponent's row continues until the game ends or the piece is eliminated. Pieces will never re-enter their own starting row. A player is not allowed to pass their own pieces, but can pass over an opposing piece, counting the occupied space as part of the move. Captures are made by displacement, meaning if a piece lands on a space occupied by an opponent's piece, that opponent's piece is removed from the game. A capture is made at the final resting place of the moving piece for each die result used on the turn. For example, if a player rolls a 2 and a 4, the piece can move 2 spaces, then 4, and both moves could be captures. The game ends when one faction has defeated all of the opposing forces and taken control of the ship. When a faction is reduced to just a few pieces, that player has the option of resigning. Even with only one piece, a chance exists to chase down and eliminate the opposition, but this could be a long and arduous chase.